Hello students, today we will study about displacement reaction. In the previous videos, in first video we study about physical properties of metals and non-metals. In second video we study about chemical properties of metals and non-metals. And now we will study about displacement reaction. Before going to the displacement reaction, I want to tell about reactivity series of metals. It is a series, that is series of metals in which metals are arranged in their decreasing order of their reactivity. So reactivity series is an arrangement of metals in decreasing order of reactivity, that is called reactivity series of metals. In this series I have written the names of the metals. At the top whatever metals are there, they are most reactive, and at the bottom whatever metals are there, they are least reactive. At the top as potassium, sodium are there, they are most reactive metals, and they are most reactive with water and oxygen also. That's why they are kept, as in earlier video I have told you, that they are kept in the kerosene oil so that they may not come in contact of moisture and air. So they are highly reactive, and whatever metals are below that, as much below they are, that much reactivity of them are less. So after that, barium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, nickel, tin, lead. So as much they are lower, they are less reactive. As zinc is higher at the higher place than iron, so zinc is more reactive than iron. Iron is at the higher place than nickel, so iron is more reactive than nickel. So after that, hydrogen is there, although hydrogen is a non-metal, but it is kept in the reactivity series for the comparison, that what metals are more reactive than hydrogen and what metals are less reactive than hydrogen. Below the hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold and platinum is there. Whatever at the bottom of the reactivity series, whatever metals are at the bottom of the reactivity series, such as silver, gold and platinum, they are very least reactive, approx non-reactive, and that's why in the nature they are found in free state. And whatever at the higher level, that metals are found in the form of their compound, that is called, means with impurities, whatever they are found, that is called ores. That is called ores. So that is because they are reactive, they are not found in the free state, and whatever are least reactive like silver, gold, platinum, they are found in the free state in the nature. So this is the reactivity series which show the reactivity of metals in decreasing order, means decreasing order, it is arrow show the decreasing order of reactivity. So whatever are at the upper level, they are more reactive, whatever are at the lower level, they are less reactive. Whatever are at the top, that is most reactive, and whatever are at the bottom, they are least reactive. So this was the reactivity series. As in earlier reactions with oxygen, water and acids, many times I have said that some of the metals react very fast, some of the metals react slow, some of the metals need to be heated, then they react. So that is because their reactivity is different. Whatever are at the top, they react fast, whatever are below than that, they react a little slow. So that depends on their reactivity, how much they are reactive. In the displacement reaction, what happens? This is the reaction in which a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its salt solution. So that is the reaction in which a more reactive metal means that metal will be at higher level, and less reactive metal that will be at lower level in the reactivity series. So whatever will be at higher level, that will be more reactive, and that will displace to the less reactive metal from its salt solution. Examples I have written as zinc plus copper sulfate gives zinc sulfate and copper. Here zinc in reactivity series, zinc is here copper is here, means zinc is more reactive than copper. So zinc will displace to copper. So zinc displaces copper from here, and that forms zinc sulfate, and copper is displaced. So this is displacement reaction. In the next example, I have taken iron plus copper sulfate. This reaction you have seen in earlier classes also, or in the, I think in earlier classes, or in this physical and chemical change also you may have seen. So here iron is more reactive than copper. Iron is also at higher level than copper. So iron will be more reactive than copper. So iron will displace to copper, and that will form iron sulfate, and copper will be displaced. So copper sulfate, solution of copper sulfate, the color of copper sulfate solution is blue, and when it change into iron sulfate, then it will change into green color, because the color of iron sulfate is green in color. So this is displacement reaction. What is double displacement reaction? Although this is not in a portion, but I am telling you that what is the double displacement reaction. It is similar to the displacement reaction, but here whatever metal is being displaced, that is not acquiring the place of any other metal. But in double displacement reaction, as AB and CD reacts, that form CB and AD, means at the place of A what comes? C, and at the place of C A comes, means CB and AD will be formed. So like this, A is displacing to the C, and at the place of A C is coming. So double displacement is being done here. So that is called double displacement reaction. For example, if we take silver nitrate plus sodium chloride, so since sodium at higher level, silver is at lower level, so sodium will displace to silver. Sodium displaces to silver, and silver acquires the place of sodium. So the result is whatever products are formed, that is silver chloride and sodium nitrate. At the place of silver, sodium comes, so sodium nitrate is formed, and at the place of sodium, silver comes, so silver chloride is formed. So silver chloride and sodium nitrate is formed, means both are being displaced, means acquiring the space of each other. So it is displacement reaction, a double displacement reaction. The other example is barium chloride when react with sodium sulfate. So here also sodium is more reactive than barium. Sodium is at the higher level than barium. So sodium will displace to barium, and barium acquires the place of sodium. So here also exchange of places is being done. But in displacement reaction, whatever is displaced, that is not acquiring the place of any other metal. So in double displacement reaction, they exchange the places of each other, means whatever is higher reactive, that displaces the lower reactive, and that whatever is lower reactive, that takes the place of the metal. Whatever is higher reactive means whatever displaces to that metal. So when barium chloride react with sodium sulfate, barium sulfate and sodium chloride is formed. So this is double displacement reaction. On the basis of this, in your book one activity is given. In that activity, 5 beakers are there, and that is labeled A, B, C, D and E. In these beakers, in first beaker is, in A is copper sulfate plus zinc, in B copper sulfate plus iron, and in C zinc sulfate plus copper is there. In D iron sulfate plus copper is there, and in E zinc sulfate plus iron is there. So what will happen here in beaker A? Copper sulfate and zinc is there. अब copper sulfate, zinc is more reactive than copper. Zinc is here and copper is here, so zinc will displace to copper. So reaction will take place. Means there will be formed zinc sulfate plus copper will be displaced. That is because zinc is more reactive than copper. In B1 again iron is more reactive than iron is more reactive than copper, so iron will displace to copper. So here also iron sulfate will form and copper will displace. In beaker C zinc sulfate and copper is there. So अब here copper cannot displace to zinc. ठीक है, zinc can displace to copper, but copper cannot displace to zinc because copper is less reactive than zinc. So copper will not displace to zinc and there will be no reaction. No reaction will take place, no change will take place. In D, beaker D, iron sulfate and copper, iron here, copper here, so copper cannot displace iron again. So here will also no reaction. In beaker E, zinc sulfate and iron is there. अब zinc is here, iron is below than that, so iron cannot displace to zinc. Zinc can displace to iron, but iron cannot displace to zinc because iron is at lower level in the reactivity series and it is less reactive than zinc. So iron will not be able to displace zinc. So in the E also no reaction is there. In this also no reaction is there. So this will be the result of the activity, that is 4.8 given in your NCERT book. This is activity 4.8 given in NCERT book. So this will be the result. In beaker A zinc sulfate and copper will form. In beaker B iron sulfate and copper will form. Only in these two beakers reaction will take place. Remaining in 3 beakers reaction will not take place because copper is less reactive than zinc, copper is again less reactive than iron, iron is less reactive than zinc. So in these 3 reaction will not take place. The next topic is usage of metals and non-metals. So usage of metals. First, usage of metals. So about the usage of metals, you are very familiar. Metals are used in many things, means in whatever around us we see, like our vehicles, buildings, bridges, motor vehicles, train. So metals are used in making what? Machineries, automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites, cooking utensils, electric wire, ornaments, ornament, that is also called jewelry. Ornaments are jewelries, like whatever metals are at the bottom of the reactivity series, silver, gold and platinum, they do not react with air and moisture, so their sign remain as it is for longer time and forever also. So that's why they are used, they have their own luster, they have shine, so they are used for making jewelries or ornaments. So they are used in metals like iron etc. are used in houses, bridges. So these are the means, some more can be, you may increase, you may write some more usage of metals. So like making machineries, iron etc. are used in automobile also, iron etc. are used in making aeroplanes, aluminum, that is a light metal that is used in making trains, again iron is used, satellites, cooking utensils में भी आपका that is means metals like iron, aluminum, that is used for making cooking utensils. Electric wires are made by metals, that is because metals are conductor of electricity, so electricity conducts through them, so electric wires are made and they are ductile also, they can be drawn into thin wire. Cooking utensils are made because they can conduct heat, so whatever food is there in that cooking utensil, that is cooked by conduction of heat. Ornaments are made, jewelries are made by metals, that is because some of the metals like silver, aluminum and silver, gold and platinum, they do not react and they do not lose their shine. And houses, bridges, this is common use of, this is iron rods etc. are used for making that, window etc. are used made by iron. So these are the various use of metals. If we talk about usage of non-metals, so usage of non-metals are given in an NCERT book as usage of non-metals. Among the non-metals, oxygen for breathing. Oxygen is used for breathing. Nitrogen for making fertilizers. Fertilizers means nitrogens are used for making fertilizers that help in growth of the plant. And in cleaning water means water purification, chlorine in water purification. In water purification, chlorine is used. In iodine is used. In antiseptic, that is also called tincture iodine. So these are the uses. Sulfur and phosphorus are used in crackers. In firecrackers, whatever are made, so they are used in the firecrackers. So these are the uses of non-metals. You can write some more uses of non-metals. Oxygen, that is used for breathing, that is life giving gas, you can say, because without oxygen we cannot survive. So oxygen is very important. Non-metal, that is a non-metal, all these are non-metals. So oxygen for breathing, nitrogen for making fertilizers, and chlorine in making in water purification. Chlorine is used, that because that kills the germs. Iodine is used in the purple color liquid, that is used as an antiseptic. So that is called tincture iodine, that is used on the wounds for curing that. And sulfur and phosphorus are used in making firecrackers. So these are the various uses of non-metals and metals. So this was about this chapter. Now whatever confusion is there, you will ask the questions. Till then, thank you.